Hi everyone, my name is Peter. Thanks for joining me at Our Worship Sound, where we're making worship keyboard technique and technology easier. From time to time I get a question about playing in modes, and what that means is a style of improvised playing where we're just playing in sort of alternate types of scales. And I don't really talk about it because, number one, modes don't really come up very frequently in the styles that I play and teach, but also modes have everything to do with something that I do talk a lot about, which is major scales. And if you know and understand major scales, you can play in modes. And here's what I mean. If I play a C major scale, this is actually a mode in and of itself, and it's called the ionic mode, okay? But if I take the same set of notes and I start it on a different note, like the second one, I get a different mode, and this one's called Dorian mode. If I start it on the third note, I get what's called Phrygian mode. The fourth note gives us Lydian mode, and the fifth one is Mixolydian mode. Sixth one is Aeolian mode, or otherwise known as the natural minor scale. And starting it on the seventh note gives us the Locrian mode. Okay, so these are all based on the C major scale. And that's the first thing to understand about playing in modes is anytime you're playing in modes, you want to know really clearly which major scale that particular mode is based on. To help you with that, I've created a chart that you can get at ourworshipsound.com/modes. And if you type that in, that'll take you right to a PDF and you go straight to it. And that'll help you figure out the underlying major scale for any mode that you could be playing in. So the first tip is make sure that you know what major scale your mode is based on. The second thing is when you're playing in modes, you want to really work to bring out the half-step relationships in the scale. When you play the major scale, there's a half step between the third and fourth notes and between the seventh and the top notes of this scale. And it's those intervals that you really want to bring out when you play. Let me give you an example of I'm going to play in D Dorian mode. I'm just going to really bring out these half steps. So it's really bringing out those half steps that really gives the character to the mode. So really work to bring out those half steps in your improvised playing. And the third thing is really just use everything that you are already learning about improvising and playing melodically in major keys. When you listen to me talk about playing melodically, you'll hear that my go-to notes are always the first, fifth, and seventh note of the scale. So in C major is these notes. But if I apply these to any mode that's based on the C major scale, you can hear what this sounds like. Let me use these notes playing in F Lydian. Or how about A Aeolian or natural minor? So just like those notes work when I improvise in major keys, they work on any mode that's based on that same scale. So take advantage of the relationships you're already making and understanding with playing melodically. So be really clear about what major scale is underlying the mode that you're playing in. And again, you can check out the chart I've created for you at ourworshipsound.com/modes. Second thing is work those half steps when you're improvising in modes. And the third thing is use the things you're learning about improvising in major keys, and you can apply those to modes, and it's going to be really effective. To get my best instruction about playing melodically, be sure to check out the Fluent Piano Melodic course at fluentpiano.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.